PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Weaver. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Ready, break.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a good burst there right from the start as they get this one out near the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action here. Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Purdy. Right side, and he finds Gray.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Now Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Viking 18. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Go.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Weaver setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll send Waddle in motion left. On 1st down, Weaver. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mustang 19.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Play action. Now Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this down to the 45. First down San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ready, set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Weaver. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Waddle, the motion man right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 3. That's going to be caught by Waddle. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Second and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Track of 60.
Purdy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
19, pioneer.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week one picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over a first down there at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Weaver. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ready!
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Let's go!
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Meyer is kicking off for Seattle.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Purdy throw complete here to Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Give to Walker on the read option. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Weaver. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Weaver. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Walker now on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Weaver. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd.
Let's go now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
60 Bison.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Grab 50, grab 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Purdy. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Purdy gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And some room to work. And out across midfield down to the 45. 72 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Purdy. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find Gray here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Moore, the motion man right. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, Purdy. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's 2nd down. To throw from his end zone, Weaver. And that's complete to Brown. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Walker. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Weaver setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the 1st down, but he's brought down in play. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Let's go.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Weaver. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, where they fought hard to reach this point. Chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run the toss to Walker. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Again, it's Walker. Wiggles free. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 24. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Okay, break.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Niners' 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Weaver. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Throwing, Purdy. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Here's Purdy to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Second and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. Just a big-time kick there from a big-time kicker.
I like how you use big-time because we usually say that about position players, don't we? Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Well, that goes for kickers as well. And guess what? We're on to sudden death now.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.